1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
You may see a teen struggling to find his way. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we see a teen gaining the confidence and skills to land his first job. Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Do you? Join us, Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. As always, welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning at 7 a.m. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Got my coffee ready for your Tuesday morning, and it's a nice start out the door for a majority of the area. Take a look at this over in Lee County and Tuflo. Beautiful ongoing sky conditions. Not a lot of clouds out there this morning. Temperatures in the 70s already in Lee County. Definitely going to be another warm day ahead, so no surprises there. Here's a live look in Oxford. Actually, somebody has that zoomed in all the way on that pole. So we'll just go ahead and move on from that. But it was a nice view in Oxford as well. Take a look at Mississippi Live radar this morning. As I said, most of us waking up to very nice conditions. The only showers I'm tracking out, and I'm actually going to zoom in and show you exactly what I'm looking at, but you're good to go across northeast Mississippi, even northwest Mississippi. We are very dry this morning. I have to zoom in, kind of go into the delta to see any showers that have developed really over the last 30 minutes. You can see that pushing into places like Hollandale and just continuing to make its way south, just south of Indianola as well. So a few spot showers out there. Last time I checked, those did not have any lightning with them. The ones down here closer to Vicksburg do. So if you are traveling down south this morning, maybe to places like Jackson, Vicksburg, Port Gibson as well, you could be running into some of those heavy downpours, but that's where you have to go to see these. Again, most of us very dry out the door this morning, so that is some good news. Dry and also warm. Temperatures right now in the 60s to near 70, already hitting 70 in Lee County over there in that Tupelo camera. We saw that 66 in Starkville, 68 Meridian, middle 70s already in Jackson, 70 down in Hattiesburg, 70 over in Greenville. So a lot of us already near 70 this morning. Definitely another warm day ahead. Here's a look over your first 12 hours. If you're not already in the 70s, expect to get there over our next hour ahead. Middle 80s expected by 11. And then, yes, we're back in the 90s this afternoon. You can see about that 10% chance playing out all the way through midday. As we head 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, we go back to a 20% chance because we could see a few more heavy downpours kind of isolated throughout the area. So taking that from a 10 to a 20% chance as we head into your afternoon. Yet again, a lot like yesterday, not everybody getting in on the rainfall, but if you do, it could be heavy at times, kind of sporadic in nature how those set up. We'll fall back into the 70s as we head 8 p.m. and then also into your overnight hours. So that's a look at what's going to be going on today. Overall, what you need to know, just another warm day ahead across North Mississippi, right? Here's a look, a more regional look of everything that's going on our satellite and radar. Again, a few clouds out there in northeast Mississippi, but it's further down to the south. We're looking at more cloud cover. And again, those showers happening in places closer to Jackson. That's really where you have to go to find any rainfall. The majority of the central United States, very dry out there this morning. And again, that is included here in North Mississippi as well. As we put this into motion, let's talk about what's going to be going on into your afternoon. As I said, a few spot showers likely into your afternoon yet again today. So if you got any plans, make sure to have the rain gear handy. These will be brief, but they could be heavy at times. So you want to have that rain gear with you. As we shift into Wednesday, dry conditions out the door, but another day where we could see a few spot showers and downpours into your afternoon, about a 10 to 20% chance on your Wednesday. Overall, Wednesday is going to be a lot like today. Dry to start off your day, more showers and storms kind of isolated to scattered into your afternoon. So that's a look over the next few days, kind of being very similar to each other. We should dry out as we head Thursday into Friday. So that is some good news for those Friday night football games. I'll have a look at your latest 7-day forecast coming up after this, and also your hour-by-hour forecast. And something we're going to talk about that we didn't talk about at the 6:30 is going to be the tropics. And a little preview for you. They have turned a little active. They've decided to wake up. So we'll talk about what's going on over the Atlantic coming up after this.
Visualize perfection, freshly picked ingredients, tantalizing flavors, sweet and sour intertwine, and dance into your glass. One-of-a-kind arrangements, hitting every note. Why wait for the weekend? It's on at the grill.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, good morning. As always, thanks for tuning in with us. I'm live from the Room to Room Weather Center this morning. Taking a look at radar before we get into the forecast, because I told you I'm tracking out a few showers very far to our south. So not in Northeast Mississippi, really over in the Delta. So I want to zoom in and show you exactly where these are happening. And this is going to be pushing into places like Belzoni and Silver City. These are dropping in from the south. I wanted to show you them also near Hollandale along 12 this morning. So if you're going from Hollandale to Belzoni or down south into the Delta this morning, you could be running into a few of these spot showers. I'm showing you because it now has 2 lightning strikes. So again, it's not anywhere near strong or even severe limits, but it does have lightning now associated with it. So a little bit of a heavy downpour ongoing in that area this morning. Overall, most of us, though, you can see here starting off very dry. So that is some good news as you're headed out the door across the board this morning. Looking like nice conditions like over in Starkville. Take a look at this on the campus of Mississippi State University, starting off on a dry note. I know all those students are glad out there this morning, and you can kind of see our radar right there over in Oktibbeha County. Again, dry across the board over in Starkville and through the county as well. Temperatures in the 60s. Take a look at this over in Caledonia, and really nice conditions. I'll step out for that as well to show you. Beautiful ongoing sunrise this morning, with a lot of us not seeing even a lot of cloud cover this morning, and temperatures in the middle 60s there. So overall, just pretty good start out there to our Tuesday. Same story over in Panola County and Batesville. Again, this is in Northwest Mississippi, but same view. Very nice conditions as you're headed out the door this morning. That's what you can expect. As for airport delays, if you're hopping on a flight this morning or know anyone that's coming into the area, good to go on your airport delays this morning. Not looking at any major or even moderate delays. We did see a few yesterday morning, but not this morning, not the case. So from Memphis International to Jackson, all the way over into Shreveport and Little Rock, you're looking good to go this morning. If you're sticking in North Mississippi, temperature is going to be yet again warm today. Big surprise, right? Middle 70s by 9, 80s by 10, and to the middle 80s before noon today. Keeping about a 10% chance as we head now all the way through midday, but it's the afternoon that's going to be the majority of seeing that activity. As we head throughout your day, yep, temperature is going to be back in the low 90s. That's a few degrees above average there we should be for this time of year. So still warm. 90s look to stick around. And again, that slight rain chance is mainly for the afternoon hours. And that's going to be not only for today, but also for your Wednesday. So let's talk about it. This is through noon. You can see maybe a few showers trying to creep up into places like the Delta and to farther to our south, but it's really into the afternoon. So noon and on, where I'm watching a few of these heavy downpours starting to creep back into the area. And just like yesterday, the majority of these models putting that in places more closer to Northwest Mississippi. So like Tunica County, over into places like Lafayette County, getting a little bit more activity than the rest of us today. But wouldn't be surprised if a few of us in Northeast Mississippi still got a passing downpour or two. These will be brief, but also could be heavy at times. So if they pass through, could help to cool things down into your afternoon. Let's shift into your Wednesday. Wednesday looks a lot like today in terms of when we're going to be seeing rain. So mainly dry to start off your day. Yes, maybe a few showers closer to that Alabama and Mississippi state line. But watch this, 1 o'clock looking dry. But once we really hit that peak heating time, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, we really start to see activity bubble up here on your Wednesday afternoon. Activity into the afternoon even looks to be a little bit more coverage than today. So about a 10 to 20% chance for your Wednesday overall, because mainly dry until we head into those peak heating times. Again, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, even 5, 6 o'clock, seeing these showers holding on that could be heavy at times as they make their way through. It is well-needed rainfall, so we'll welcome it here in North Mississippi. As for your day ahead for your Wednesday, temperature is going to be starting off in the 60s, eventually into the 80s, and then low 90s yet again for your afternoon, again with those rain chances. Here's a look at your rain chances over your next 7 days, keeping about a 20% chance today and tomorrow, mainly for the afternoon hours. We drop it to a 10% as we head Thursday into Friday. So kind of turning dry by the end of the week. That's good news for those Friday night football games. As we head into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we'll take it back to about a 20% chance. As I'm looking at the weekend, again, as we get closer to time, we'll be able to really hone in on that weekend forecast. Right now, though, I know I have a 20% chance for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is looking like our main day for seeing some rain. So if you got any plans this weekend, keep checking up with the forecast, because we'll keep our eye on Saturday of seeing some showers and storms creep back into the forecast with a little bit more widespread coverage. So let's look at rain chances ahead. Let's talk tropics before I get you into your 7-day forecast, because the tropics have finally awoken. They've said, good morning, I'm here. You know, we've seen a really pretty quiet few weeks in terms of the tropic development. That's not the story this morning. Take a look at this. I'm not only tracking 1, but 2 chances of development. One of those is the one we were looking at yesterday. You can kind of see this red blob. That's still kind of the same story. They did up it from an 80 to a 90% chance over the next 7 days. So continuing to watch this kind of get its act together. And then look at this, they've added another one. Now this has a lower chance of development, but again, it's got some stuff to work with. You see this disorganization of showers and storms. This is the one they're talking about with that red chance, that 90% chance over the next 7 days. And then I got to go all the way over here to the coast, African coastline. They're watching this disorganization that's going to be moving out in the Atlantic that has that lower chance. So looking at 2 different chances, and we'll keep our eye on it and let you know if anything does come about with either of those. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 90s today, 90s tomorrow. We go back to the middle 90s as we head Thursday into Friday, and then we also get rid of those rain chances. So definitely warm to end out our work week. As we go into Saturday and Sunday, things get a little bit cooler out there. Again, still looking at Saturday being our main day of rain over the weekend, and rain chances hold on and 80s come back as we head into our next work week. So that's some good news, seeing a little bit of cooler temperatures. I'm glad to see 80s back in the forecast. Make sure to stick with us as we have our next live broadcast at 7:30 this morning. So I'll be right back here showing you everything you need to know to get you out the door one last time this morning. Make sure to tune in then.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious when he began to discover weather. Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.